G'day guys, Jeff here, and you may have noticed the new intro. It's because only a few of you have said it, but it was time for a change, and I added a signature picture from someone from codnation.net, Ty Caliber 1 I think is how you pronounce it, if not sorry, but yeah, he was awesome. He made the sig for me, so you know, chat with him. I'm sure if you send him a few bucks on PayPal or something like that, he might make a cool one for you as well. Anyway guys, that arrow right there, that's actually because I'm running the vehicle elect, which then shows the enemy if I fly near them. It's mostly vehicles from this high up, but if you make a low run, you can actually also mark the human targets. I'm speeding it up a bit because I just, you know, for the length of the video, it's probably best to speed it up. I've just slowed it down here because a sniper takes a shot at me, and it's freaking awesome when it happens. I love it. Now, luckily enough, as soon as I got sniped, I told my teammate, and he switched to the pilot seat, flew back to base. I respawned on him, and here we're doing a pilot swap. So I put myself in position 5, and then on the count of 3, you'll see that I actually swipe my knife, but that's because I want to power up. We swap out, and now I'm the pilot again. I actually find and prefer to fly counterclockwise because I find it's harder to get sniped at, and I use the roll of the helicopter and yaw at the same time, and just preferring to have the left gunner spot, because if I have the left gunner spot using the roll and yaw, which is well, look it up on Wikipedia what roll and yaw is if you need help with it, but it gives more of a effective shooting area for the gunner, so that they can they don't get stuck in a position where they can't move the gun close enough to get, you know, to take a shot. We also got some engineers on board, which is fantastic because they swap out to position 4 and 5, repair, and away we go. It's also great to have engineers in the 4 and 5 spot because they can equip their RPGs or other rocket launchers and shoot them out as well. Got taken out there by a missile lock, but there's the first base gone. Now this is mostly going to be about helicopter piloting, and I just want to show you how effective it is. The second half of the video is going to be on, you know, once you've decimated a rush zone, you jump out. This is on the Vale of Paradise map, and it's only going to be zones 1 to 3, obviously attacking. But here we're on normal speed for a little while, and I try not to keep just circling the map because that's too predictable. I do make some low-lying runs or low-level flying, and here I just went down near the water for the repair, so I'm not easy enough to take out unless the engineer's right on the edge of the map. And yeah, just circling the other direction now using the right-hand gunner. Now the reason I switched to the right-hand gunner is because someone who wasn't in my squad jumped into the left-hand seat, and you get more squad points if your team's making the kill, so it's just unfortunate for that guy. I think it's, you know, whilst it's cool to not be in that person's squad and jump into a vehicle, because you can't communicate effectively, it actually really negates the advantage of the vehicle. So it's probably best that if someone else is in there, you know, jump out. And here I got taken down again. So changing the battlefront, I hear a tank coming through and I jump in as it comes past, and I'm coordinating with my teammates saying that I'm in the tank, and this is an example against what I just said about not getting into a vehicle if you can't communicate with a guy. But when you're using machine gunner, it's fairly easy, and the tank person's going to do what they're going to do. But my job right now is to try to push them back into their spawn, and obviously get someone on our team to plant or cover the planters, which is exactly what's happening here. Spotting's working well. I'm picking up a few people who I haven't spotted, but I end up jumping out. I like throwing grenades near a armed crate because, or armed station, because it also keeps them back a bit if they're running from the spawn side. And it looks like we're going to get the station. So when the helicopter was taken down, that was probably from a tracer dart, because I did fly a little too low and slow. So you can prevent that from happening. Here's an example where reloading is probably slower than moving to the grenade launcher. As you can see, I'm running the M16 with the red dot sight. The M16 and the AN-94 I really like as the burst weapons. The M4 is also quite good, I find. You just need to be careful with the shooting. But I'm a fan of the red dot sights on most of these weapons anyway. It does make it a little bit easier, and I just feel that it's easier to track a target, especially if they're changing elevation. Most of you will probably run that anyway. So here we obviously want to try to get the B plant. Well, we got plenty of tickets left, really. We've got 43 as we speak, but they seem to be pushed back in their spawn. So our team's starting to talk about how to make the push for Bravo, and it's just about to come up. You can see my teammate on the right hand side there for the other side of the spawn trap. Yeah, getting hurt here in that med pack. I should have probably moved to, but I didn't. But it worked out in the end, so that's okay. And grenades ends up getting me anyway. So we've made the plan on Bravo, and now we're just trying to keep people off Bravo. I was going to bring the famous red men to the Battlefield series, but at the moment I'm going to bring you a video where I do use the red men, and then you'll see why it's probably not necessary to do it in this, because you're not really going to learn too much out of it, because a lot of the structures are A, destroyable, B, so dynamic in where you are or what's happened to that building, that if I tell you to look in a particular area, that area might not be a threat in the next time you play that map, especially if it's destroyed. So I think you need to take what I've done in Modern Warfare 2 and just apply it to Battlefield, and you'll find some success. The gameplay on Battlefield 2 is not as frenetic as Modern Warfare 2 because the maps are so large, but let me know what you think. Now here we're back in the helicopter, but talking to my team, you'll see that I'm flying over the base as well. Is because for this zone 3, we're just trying to decimate the buildings that have the MCOM station. So you'll see that we're shooting more at the buildings to open them up, rather than shooting at the human targets, even though we do take out a few. So the advantage of clearing an MCOM station is that you can hold back people who are trying to disarm when you're flying the heli or a tank. You can also use the UAV to fire Hellfire missiles into it, if that's what they are. You can use mortar strikes to damage the station, so you can actually get a lot of people damaging the station who are too afraid to actually go in and plant. The disadvantage, however, is that going into ARM, you're also very vulnerable as well. So that's catches to everything you do in Battlefield that I find. But for this particular zone, I prefer actually just eliminating it. So here you can see we're getting very cheeky with the low and very slow flying. We do get taken out, but we've already coordinated that if we get hit, we're going to jump and go for the plant. Just to point something out as well, look at our team over here. I mean, there's way too many recon guys. That's just ridiculous. And what we found in this game is that our squad was doing the majority of the work, and that's okay, but it really takes more than one squad in Rush. It really does. So if you find that say you're recon or you're an engineer or whatnot, if you find there's other people who are doing that as well, then be cool about it and think about what class you could swap to that would actually assist the team, or find yourself another squad. A squad of 4 can do it if the defending team aren't coordinated, and that's what you'll see coming up here. Continuing the low and slow flying, this is not my preferred approach. I can see rockets coming in and whatnot. We get taken out by one of them, but we also managed to coordinate it that we're pretty close to Bravo, and we know where the enemy are, and they're nowhere near it. So we're coordinating an arm here. You see Hypermole's going in for the arm. You've seen him in other videos as well. We're playing really well together, which is quite cool. And now that the building is decimated, this water section is not too bad because you're fairly hidden as long as no one spots you. And as at least the snipers on the hill are spotting a few people. Maybe they have the auto spot scope on, but Bravo was pretty easy to take out here. It didn't, there's only two defenders coming to disarm it, and there we go. Now they know that we're here, so obviously it's okay to hang back a little bit and take out the people who want to kill you, especially the revenge killers who want to come back in this general area. I didn't check their names on the kill feed, but I would imagine that some of them are coming back. Here's Alpha being the next one, and the general idea here is to push them away from the spawn that's near the Alpha as well. And you can see from the spotting that we actually have quite a lot who are pushed to the back of the base, and that's why someone else could plant the charge at Alpha. I'm not sure if that was someone on our team. It might have been, but get back to me, guys, if it was one of you. Because I think this is when I was actually on a phone call at the time and didn't have my headset on. Someone's asked about stereo sound or headset is important. Headset in hardcore mode I think works well, because you can hear enemy communications and reloading and general running noises and whatnot. But in the normal mode, I actually prefer to put it over the stereo system with surround sound speakers. I use the headset merely for communication. I pissed a few neighbours off because of all the battle noise, but it's quite cool. Anyway guys, that was 31 and 10. That's not too bad for flying a helicopter. Got a crap load of pins out of it, and it was a fun match. I didn't bring you zone 4 because you know, the length of the video is too long, but I will be bringing the zones as we get to them. Anyway guys, till next time, see ya.